Yeah, 4K executable graphics coming up. Yeah, I'll do a brief explanation. This is well, if anybody saw the absolutely awesome meteoric speech that that presenter, who is in no way me, did, this is actually. You produce a static image with a small executable, pretty much, because you don't have to make it move. You can use a lot more advanced rendering techniques.
Yep. That also means that we will provide some background music for these, because these are not containing any music, right?
Nope, not at all. We need space for all the pixels.
Very true. And after this, there's a quite packed schedule now. Lots of entries and lots of things are getting shuffled around. So I'm not really sure what's coming up after this one.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, after this one is, yeah, okay. Yeah, no, we'll talk about that later, I think. So yeah, we'll move on.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the jingle.
Yep.
I made it. Yay.
Ooh. Just in time for it starting.
Yes.
Yep. Entry number 1 is Tesseract by Sinmix. Another interesting way to render placeholder geometry, made with Blossom by YX.
You're going to have to explain what Blossom is a bit.
I'm going to have to ask YX what Blossom is a bit.
You can explain while it's happening, Truck, if you know it.
No, I have no idea. That's why I was like, I'd really like to know. Is it a 1K framework or a 4K framework for executable graphics, or yes, YX. More explanation needed, please.
I've just asked her. We'll get onto that in a bit. Don't worry.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, this is a nice looking picture there.
It is. Nice geometry and good colors.
Yeah. Yeah, Blossom is basically a framework for executable graphics, similar to Nova's Leviathan for 4K.
Cross-platform?
Cool, that was Sinmix by, Sinmix, Tesseract by Sinmix. Next up is Fafnir by Shau, a 4K executable graphics center built on Windows 10 with NVIDIA GTX 1060 using iQ's 4K multipass framework.
Now, see, there's the dragon. From yesterday.
You found your dragon.
Yes. And it's in the 4K compo, so it's appropriate.
Yep. That's very nice.
It is
4K, so we have to procedurally generate these models. You know, we can't store that geometry.
Yeah, wonder if it's bump mapped with a texture, or if it's actually modeled with the bumps. The scales, I mean.
I'm guessing that will be just an algorithm in the material.
Yeah.
Fafnir by...
Next is the Monkey King by Run. The Monkey King bears his crown through all of time and Euclidean space. I was looking around in a 3D fractal I made, and suddenly the Monkey King met my gaze. Also using Blossom. Apparently this Blossom got out there. Oh, now there's the monkey. Yes, another thing that you can do when you're doing this type of thing is just create something and start exploring. And that can reveal all sorts of fascinating stuff. I know some people, I remember once Scrabble was saying to me that something that I had on the background looked really amazing. And I said it was a fractal. He said, that can't be a fractal. Fractals are always boring. And, well, no, they're not.
Never say that to a Goa Trance fan. Entry number 4, Tower HMM3 by LovelyHanibal.
Read that first line there.
Oh, thank you. I feel bad about talking over Genio.
Yeah.
Remember we mentioned level of detail when it came to Oni and Maid's pictures, but this is a similar thing for me.
Lots of details crammed into a 4K.
Yeah, many buildings and differing buildings. Yeah, the texturing is, well, that's a trade-off there. The texture went away so that you could have more buildings and so forth, and I think it was worth it. That's maybe with a couple more K, that would be. I'd like to see that with a bit more K.
Entry number 5 is Final Girl by Fairlight.
And that's interesting. I wonder, that's got to be a combination of trying to create something and using fractals to
Yeah.
Because that fractal's been shaped, I think, specifically to that form. It's more bunny girl than girl, I suppose. But definitely a female figure with either ears or hair.
Here's.
Yes, here's.
That was Fairlight with the Final Girl. Next up is blueflame of Ananasmurska with Last Drop. Something small for the party.
Let's see. Oh, there we go.
It was a drop.
Nice, simple, well printed.
Yeah. We've seen photos of this type of thing win competitions. This is a...
Yeah. I've been watching a lot of slow-mo guys on YouTube recently, and this is exactly the type of thing to take pictures of. But yeah, this is generated.
Again, you can get inspirations from so many different places. And yeah, slow-mo guys would be a great thing to try and replicate in a demo, intro, or still picture like that.
So entry number 7 is Weird Fish by Fuchsteufel by Hacksaar. Some weird fish, no transparency. Yes.
Comment about how the Belgian beer seminar kind of messed up the ability to finish up some of the water effect.
Is that what his goldfish looked like after the Belgian beer seminar?
His comment was that he wanted to do a bit more, but there was no chance after the Belgian beer seminar.
So
but yeah,
this Frankie's fault.
Yes.
Yeah, Frankie.
There's loads of detail in it, and yeah, you can see even more in the back, and yeah, that transparency that he was talking about there. I don't know. I think it looks great the way that it is.
Yeah.
It's hard
Maybe
not to dib dap do da da down.
Yeah, it's
sorry. Next up,
Like-
Soulman with Lagomorph Noir.
Linux, shader minifier, and elf kickers. Yes, there's a framework for doing this for Linux. Oh, yes. Some people know who this is.
Sam and Max, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Well, just Max. But that's a great version of Max.
Yeah. Do you think he shot Sam?
No. Sam is, he's probably telling Sam that they need to go and shoot the president. The World Is Not Enough by Nanohenry. 007 on a brick. Made with Raymarched SDFs in in C and GLSL. Packed with shader minifier and crinkler. Built with Microsoft Visual C or MSVC. I'm assuming that's Microsoft Visual C. Don't remember anymore. Now,
Very 007-y.
Yep.
yeah,
The old DB5 there.
I like the revision
brought out
logo
a
in the
Lego
background, but I
DB5.
really like the car.
They brought out a Lego DB5, but the trouble is it didn't have the nice curves.
It's a bit rough to do it with Lego unless you use really, really high amounts of.
High resolution Lego.
I have the Lego Mustang, and it's not quite right, but it is almost right. So yeah.
Yeah, I have it. It's still in its box though. I haven't had a chance to build it yet.
Same. Also, I like the fact that the reflection in the window is correct. That's really well done.
Yeah. World Is Not Enough by Nanohenry. And entry number 10 is a Langen Hold by NR4 of Team 210. Nice fractal landscape there.
Yeah, the trees in the front are I like them a lot.
The Bob Ross of executable graphics.
Yeah. Oh, didn't even see the birds. That's, again, detail. I think my issue with this picture is that it reminds me of the past several months. But in a few months, it'll look more welcoming.
I don't know. If I'd
That's
spent the last
your-
several months
you'll
in
be
that
sitting-
castle, I'd have
yeah.
been okay.
Exactly. Reminds me of the old Vista days.
I guess maybe like waiting 5 minutes for my Amiga to do those. Entry number 11
YX.
is Submit by YX. With a
Content warning.
See,
Do
now
not show this on.
would get us thrown off Twitch.
Yes, it will. But we don't talk about that. Well, it's not that suggestive.
That is again quite detailed.
Yes. Yes, it is.
And no wonder it's made in Blossom with Blossom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not symmetric either. I mean, it's similar to, I mean, you could have started with it and flipped it over, but it's not identical on both sides.
I'm sure she'll explain on her Twitter how it was done.
And possibly even it'll mirror over to the Fediverse version. She has both. That's a hint. Blackle of Suricrasia Online with nutrition facts. I believe this is the first production to use 1K pack on Linux, a packer that doesn't use LZMA or gzip or shell dropping and is smaller for it. Yeah, greets to Poro for who did this. That's some interesting liquid there. That's yeah.
Still fizzy.
It is. I'm looking at it. I'm going, okay, would this benefit from a few more K and having a something other than a black background? Nobody brought up in a fantastic seminar at DemoBit the use of black backgrounds and how it can be can detract from your production. And in some cases, it's the right way to go. Just thinking of that.
Entry number 13 is Inertial Ink by Alien01. This is another Blossom.
And one of our new seniors
like
from Portugal.
I like this. This is brush strokes almost.
Yeah. Very different rendering technique. That's
Really, really nicely done.
just yeah, and good use of the color also, and in such a way that it looks like paint.
Yeah, no Coda colors here. That looks like watercolors. Yes, it does, absolutely.
Inertial Ink by Alien01. Number 13. Really nicely done. Next up, Leah. Almost done.
Latitude
Also-
Independent Association. I can remember that today.
That's good. Also, Blossom.
Ah!
Nice one.
There's a guy I follow on Facebook who had some stuff that he knew was on that particular ship, and he was just glued to the news saying, "Please free it! I need this thing." Where's the digger? The digger is not there. The digger has not reached the beach yet. This is obviously an early shot.
So the compo is blocked now.
Yeah.
There were so many good jokes about that we couldn't have any more memes of this because that ship has sailed. And
Bad joke.
Ba-dum-tsh.
Almost done by Leah there. Molive is entry number 15 with Sanitized.
he thinks this is his first properly 3D production. Oh,
Oh.
and now
it's unusual to see Molive actually doing stuff on such a modern machine as a PC. He's normally a SNES sort of guy.
well, the other thing is this is yet another rendering difference from what we normally see. That's more pointillism, maybe?
Could be, yeah. Nice refraction again, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alcogel is, well, refracting. Contains code borrowed from YX.
And Stack
Next up-
Overflow, like all good coders.
Yeah. Next up, entry number 16, Mercury. The Dude Abides. The Dude. Huh.
We're just going to see how this. Oh,
Wise move.
very, very, very well done.
It's just the positioning of the holes, but that ball looks shocked.
I originally was thinking, but that's the holes there. When I first saw them, I'm like, but they're not reflecting the pins correctly. And then I realized, yes, that's the blur of the rolling ball. And yes, it absolutely looks shocked. Also, excellent use of the title to explain the picture, but not tell us exactly what the picture was.
Indeed.
I expected something completely different, and what you produced there absolutely fits the title. Autumn Years by Prismbeings. Number 17, yes. Petals have begun to wither. Wait a minute. What was this about late afternoon and f-stop settings? I'm confused.
That's somebody who's sick of their sofa after a year.
Yeah, the other thing is that this is Prismbeings are from the Nordic region, and we've only had this amount of light in the Nordic region during the daytime for about a week.
Making the grass grow in their apartment there.
I was thinking plush rug, but it's interesting because with this blur on it, it's not exactly plush, but it gives the impression of plush.
Yeah, entry number 17 by Prismbeings there. Entry number 18 is Bull by EvilRyu of Flex. So it's using Leviathan.
Ooh.
That's nice. Yeah.
That's yeah. How do you do the math to do that?
I would guess built up by shape after shape.
Yeah.
Kind of like IQ did. Have you seen the breakdown video of Hoodie IQ did?
No.
Yeah.
I should.
Oh, we're getting Hoffman again.
Yes.
Of course. And Day Tripper.
Now there's another demo scene advert.
It is. Absolutely. Good to see Fizzer back. Number 19, Making Good Progress by Fizzer. You can take time to make progress. You can put in the effort. You carefully place the blocks on top of each other, one by one. Then someone kicks a football in the wrong direction and it's back to the drawing board.
Aww. Very true to life story, though.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
like the pictures in the background showing the progression.
It's work stages.
Yeah.
I'd like to think he actually coded this. He actually coded this as a demo, and then just decided, no, I'm gonna run the demo in the background in the pre-calc and take screenshots of it, and that's going to be the XE graphics.
You know, if he did,
there was some good wood effects on the bottom there as well.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the paint being chipped off the bottom of the bottom ones.
Fizzer was making good progress there, number 19. And then You Are Here, tdhooper, number 20. GLSL, thank you YX for the framework. So blossom again.
Blossom again.
Yep.
Well, there's the couch without the plush.
Couch surfing.
That's a really realistic looking couch as well.
And
Yeah.
the contrast with the background, which is completely,
Arty.
yeah. That's... Ladies and gentlemen, we have yet another compo. In case... I mean,
there's even the fading that you get on the sofa if you've had it for a while, just on the seats there.
And the wood texture is, I mean, that's just. Oh, he's also. Oh no, that revision thing is actually on the slide. Never mind.
And entry number 21 is Red Crash by NuSan. This one's using Leviathan.
How did Oni do a picture in this? I mean, come on.
That's pretty good. That's another sci-fi short story collection cover there.
Yes.
In 4K.
Or an old programming book.
Yeah, very true.
How to debug your code.
Yes, my ZX Spectrum can make these. No, I can't.
Enough of them. It can.
It's rock.
Yeah.
Again, all this is in 4K. You have to create all the geometry, all the texture, all the coloring.
Yep, you got to do it all with an algorithm. You can't. No room for any actual storing any pixels.
Well, you could do it that way, but it might. Good luck if you try it that way. And that was the 4K executable graphics competition.
Yeah.
It was a competition.
I'm thinking there's going to be that the Meteorics will keep that XE graphics category this year. I'm hoping.
I would like to see. I think, yeah.